Just do it. Undergo changes for the better by traveling and experiencing new things, which hopefully all of us will be doing soon as we go off to college. So I've been thinking about college often lately, because we'll be going off there lately. But I've also been thinking about it since I was pretty young and thinking about all the things that I hope to accomplish. I don't mean like getting good grades or getting degrees, but things that I hope to accomplish with myself and how I will grow and develop as a person. So going to college is an unfamiliar environment, but it's also the environment of learning and new experiences. So I have done ample amounts of research in order to motivate you guys to get out there and to travel and to experience new things during college. So please think about it. Have you ever felt lost or kind of stuck where you are and not really knowing what you're doing? Either you're going to college or you plan on it, or you're just planning on getting a job right out of high school. Either way, sometime you felt like you don't know where you're going with your life. So that is why I would hope that you guys would seriously consider first going to college and then studying something that you love, but also traveling during college and being able to implement all these new experiences into your everyday life. So I found this quote by Mark Twain that kind of embodies my entire speech today. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. In light of that, today I plan to cover the need, which is to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your hometown, that bubble that you've been living in your entire life. The solution, which would be to either study abroad or to participate in nonprofit organizations. And the benefits. See how you have changed for the better because of this, and how you have impacted people's lives. So let's begin this journey. The need. Why is it necessary? Well, you need to get away from your friends, get away from your family, and break out of these bonds that you've been in your entire life in order to find your true self. You have to break barriers that hold your intellect and your whole life hostage. Social institutions like family, religion, your peers, the school you go to, all these things, you've grown up this way. But the world is so big and there's so many things out there, so many other institutions that you don't even know about. You need to experience them. And it probably sounds kind of scary, but that's the thing about foreign things and new things. They're always going to be scary, but if you don't overcome that fear and push yourself and do them, then you're never going to grow. You're just going to stay the same person doing the same thing every day. And if you're still nervous, then you can always bring a friend or a family member with you. But remember what I said about social institutions. You need to kind of get away from that, meet new people. And finally, with things like Habitat for Humanity and Save the Children, you can impact people's lives in a great way. So, we've seen the problem, let's go over the solution. So firstly, studying abroad. Are you interested in history, architecture, sports, or food? Well, this is your chance during college to explore the world while you're still getting your degree. According to the Institute of International Education, 55% of American college students that choose to study abroad choose to go to Europe. And that's probably because Europe seems more familiar. We speak the same languages over there. It's the people, they look the same, yes. But also you can trace your family history because most of us in this room, we have family in Europe, and you can go back hundreds and hundreds of years to see the way that your great-great-great-grandparents lived. And the second thing is to go on humanitarian trips, also known as nonprofit organizations and things like that. That allows you to help people that are in desperate need of help. Either they lost their home due to weather conditions, or they are just in poverty, they don't have food. Like this picture, these women are bringing food and supplies to people that have been in a flood. And so many people around the world are so much less fortunate than we are. We get to go to school and travel, so why shouldn't we take the chance and do that? And also, when we go to help other people, they can kind of experience that through us, because they don't get the chance to do that, but we do. So we can go to them and help them understand why they should try and break out of that mold they're in. You don't have to be in poverty your entire life. Okay, so we've been over the problem and the solution, so now what do I need to say to get you guys to really act on this? Well, the benefits. You get to see the world, experience different cultures, different languages, break those prejudices you have against governments, religions, and pretty much just change your ideals. You could make new friends. I mean, how cool would it be to come back from a trip and say, oh yeah, I just got off the phone with my friend in Africa, or my friend from Europe is coming over next month. That's cool. It's also very meaningful. You don't want to just spend your life in the same place, just studying and being lazy, not going out. You need to break those stereotypes that people tend to get of American college students. And you can also pass on a legacy. You don't want to be 60, 70 years old on your deathbed thinking back on your life with regret because you didn't go out and do things. Don't you want to have cool stories to tell your grandkids? Thanks to Global Vision International, I learned that it is actually possible for one single person in the world to help change the entire world. It's really simple. This man right here, we don't know this little boy's home life or anything like that, but he looks very happy just because that humanitarian was there and he helped him. So, thank you for listening thus far, and let me now recap. So I believe that studying abroad and nonprofit organizations will dramatically change your life. You don't need to be scared by the possibilities, because change is good. The more you travel and get out and help other people, the more well-rounded you'll become as an individual. Experiences across seas should be in all of your guys' future. So don't waste away in your college dorm, eating ramen noodles and cold pizza. You need to get out there and taste the spices of the entire world.